Over the last 28 years, I started many beginning piano students and have seen the same mistakes pop up over and over again. In this lesson, I'll show you how to avoid the things that keep beginners from improving quickly and provide you with links to free resources that will make learning fun. Hey, I'm Andy Fling, the founder of MakingMusicFun.net. We create resources for elementary level teachers, parents, and students. If that's you and this lesson is helpful, please consider subscribing. Let's get started with mistake number 1, practicing too fast. The number one reason why students progress slowly is because they practice too fast. It's fun to play fast, but it never gives you the results you want. The easy parts will go well, but the hard parts will always be bumpy until you work on them slowly. If there's nothing else you remember from this lesson, remember this. You're only getting better when you play it right. If you want to play it right far more often, pick a couple measures to work on and a tempo that will help you to play it right on the first try. Mistake number 2, not learning your note names. Most piano students struggle to learn their note names. The reason being that popular beginner piano books ask students to learn 10 notes in 2 clefs. Band students start with 5 notes and 1 clef. Because learning note names is such a struggle, piano students develop a habit of not looking at their music. For them, it doesn't offer anything of value. Students need a reason to look, so the first big goal should be learning note names. Flashcards are a great resource, but they aren't the most interesting thing for kids. To make things more interesting, I've included links in the description to some of our most popular free and paid worksheets and games. They're sure to crank up the fun. Mistake number 3. Not practicing consistently. One of my former students referred to himself as my top non-practicer, and he was. There was no one better than him at doing nothing week after week. He was a great kid and really smart, but the only practice he got was during his lesson. Because practice was so spread out, he often forgot what he'd learned in the last lesson, and his progress was very slow. If you want to get better fast, stay consistent. Try to spend a little time every day, even if it's only 5 minutes. It will help you remember what your lesson goals are and keep you headed in the right direction. Mistake number 4, starting from the beginning every time. Beginning students love to start at the beginning of their music and play to the end. It's great that they're trying, but a little guidance will help them succeed much faster. Circling a few places in the music that aren't sounding good is a great place to start. Then ask your kids to start each practice day with the circled phrases. They should play each phrase perfectly 5 times and then play the whole piece all the way through. You can also ask your kids to circle a part of the music that they think needs work. This strategy will make them better listeners and give them greater ownership of their practice goals. Mistake number 5, not practicing with a steady beat. Band and orchestra students learn the importance of playing with a steady beat very early because it's the only way they can play with other students. Young piano students don't often play in ensembles, so they don't value playing with a steady beat nearly as much. The result is piano students tend to play the easy parts fast and the hard parts slow. Instead of starting at the beginning every time, ask students to head straight to the measures that are difficult to play and practice them very slowly. When they get these measures worked out, playing through the piece with a steady beat will be easy. Older students will benefit from a metronome. Some keyboards include them. If you don't already have one, there are tons of free metronome apps available for your phone.